ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
How are ya? Welcome to Werewolf at the Movies. I am the werewolf.
I don't have a lot of experience with vampires, but I have hunted werewolves.
Today is a special one. I'm doing a double review. The reason being is that I've been super busy with life and work, and I've been kind of sitting on these two reviews for a long time. Like, I've wanted to make them for a while. Sadly, an actor in each of these films has passed away within the last few weeks. So let's start with the 1990 film Tremors. I think that this movie technically falls into the category of horror, but I'm not sure it really belongs there. This is just a great monster movie. Quite funny, so maybe a comedic monster movie? I don't know. This movie is about underground monsters who hunt by feeling vibrations. They're confined to a valley because of mountain ranges, so they terrorize the aptly named town of Perfection, Nevada. The film stars Kevin Bacon.
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
As Valentine, Fred Ward.
We deny everything.
As Earl. Now these two guys, they just want to get the hell out of town. Sadly, Fred Ward is one of the ones who has passed away. I think he passed away at the beginning of this month, so May 2022. Fred Ward was in a few great movies, actually, and one that is particularly important to me. So first of all, he played one of the Anglin brothers in Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. I need to review that. That is such a great movie. He played Gus Grissom, one of the Mercury 7 in the film The Right Stuff. But most importantly, he was in the film Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. Now, I know this is a random movie. You may be wondering, why is it important to you, Werewolf? That's because the main character, Frank Drebin, was played by Leslie Nielsen.
Yes, well, when I see 5 weirdos dressed in togas stabbing a guy in the middle of the park in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
Leslie Nielsen grew up in my hometown and was the werewolf's cousin.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Believe it or not, yes he was. Now, moving on, we have the real-life felon, Finn Carter.
Hey, listen, I've got a question for you. Do you know if anybody's doing any drilling or blasting?
She plays Rhonda, a geologist working around Perfection. Just a little side note, in 2019 she was busted with a stolen car and I think it was 14 or 15 stolen credit cards. Oddly enough, this happened in Las Vegas, which is also in Nevada, for those who don't know. She is, by the way, looking very rough. Yeah. But back to the movie. Michael Gross.
You have to be one strong son of a bitch.
Plays Bert. He hasn't done much mainstream stuff, but he has done far too many Tremors movies. I think he's actually in all of them. Next, you have the beauty, Reba McEntire.
Y'all might have to take something packs more of a punch in that 30-30.
She plays Heather, Bert's wife. So Heather and Bert are survivalists, so they got tons of guns, they have like a bunker in their house and stuff. It's pretty cool. Next we have Victor Wong.
I'd give you boys $5 for this.
Who plays Walter Chang, the owner of the general store in Perfection, Nevada. He was in the tetralogy or quadrilogy, depending on which language you want to use, franchise of Three Ninjas. Now the last person I'm going to mention is a woman named Ariana Richards. She plays Mindy in this movie, but you might know her best as Lex from Jurassic Park. She doesn't act anymore. She's actually an artist, not like the I was an actor, so I'm going to try art kind of artist. Her pieces are actually stellar. Enough of this though. I'm going to be rating this movie 8.5 pissed off Fred Wards.
That means we're stuck. That pisses me off.
Out of 10. 8.5 pissed off Fred Wards out of 10. Now, on to the next film, also from 1990, GoodFellas. For those of you who live under a rock, this film is a biographical crime film. Now, you know what? Let's be honest here. This film is a mafia movie. Mafia! This mafia movie was adapted from a non-fiction book about a guy named Henry Hill. So Henry Hill was a mob associate who ended up getting himself into trouble because of drugs and eventually became a rat, and is the reason why a huge faction of we'll call them the mafia, went under and went to prison and stuff. But that's only one of the many things in this cinematic masterpiece that make it incredible. Put into a few words, this movie crushed it. All of the things crushed. It was up for a whole boatload of Academy Awards. Shout out to you, Mr. Pesci. Congratulations.
Charlie M., you make me pop your fucking eye out of your head to protect that piece of shit! Charlie M., you dumb motherfucker!
Actually, it was also considered culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant, and because of that, it was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the United States Library of Congress, which I think is kind of cool. The list of actors in this film is far, far too long, so I'll stick to listing the heavy hitters. First up, Robert De Niro.
You might know who we are, but we know who you are. You understand?
Or as I call him, Bobby! Do I even need to list his movies? I will for those who, I don't know, maybe you still live under a rock and have no idea who Robert De Niro is, but let's go with Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, Awakenings, Deer Hunter, Godfather, Casino. There's lots. Next, the gone too soon Ray Liotta.
You're fucked up in the head, Karen. This is all in your mind.
So for those of you who missed it, Ray Liotta actually passed away a few days ago, which is really kind of sad. I really liked him as an actor. But Ray Liotta was in such great films as Field of Dreams, Copland, Hannibal. Man, great movies. Rest easy, dude. Moving on to who I can only assume is the most badass guy in Hollywood, Joe Pesci.
He said, no, you're gonna tell me something today, tough guy. I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother.
He was in The Irishman, Raging Bull, A Bronx Tale, The Only Home Alones That Mattered, 1 and 2, all the Lethal Weapons, which are also phenomenal. Then we have Frank Vincent.
Hey, Tommy, if I was gonna break your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box.
Lorraine Bracco.
You don't mind, do you? It's very annoying.
And Michael Imperioli.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, Tommy?
All of whom were in their own movies and stuff, but I wanted to point out that they were all in The Sopranos.
Fuck me. Fuck you.
Honorable mention goes to Mama Scorsese, Catherine.
Yeah, but get yourself a girl so you could settle down.
If I was a director, I'd cast my mom too, to be honest with you. She has very small roles in Casino, Cape Fear, and Taxi Driver. And I'm only listing this one because it's a weird Hollywood crush of mine. I don't know. Debbie Mazar.
I had a down payment on my house and things were really rolling.
I don't even know, a great question. I think she was in Empire Records, I think. Oh, she was also in the movie Toys with Robin Williams. So that's something. With all that said, I'm rating this film a mind-blasting 10 insults from Tommy's mom.
Shut up, you're always talking. But in Italian, it sounds much nicer, you know. Yeah, that's it.
Out of 10. 10 insults from Tommy's mom out of 10. I really do hope that you take a couple of hours and watch this one. You will not regret it, I promise. You can message me in the comments if you hated it. You can be like, listen, Werewolf, you're a fucking idiot. But I guarantee you'll just say that because you're a troll and not actually because you didn't like the movie. Until next time, though, know that this is a safe place, a happy place, a werewolf place. Be kind to each other. I'll catch you on the flip side.